Welcome to the 2021 ASVAB practice test. This test has 25 questions with explained answers that will help you prepare for the test. Now let's get started. Q1. Lisa went to the grocery store and bought a package of hot dogs for $3.54, a package of buns for $1.79, a container of mustard for $2.10, a jar of relish for $2.16, and a bag of charcoal for $5.15. What was her total bill? A. $12.64. B. $14.74. C. $16.15. D. $16.74. The answer is B. This is a simple addition problem. Add the amounts to get the total of $14.74. Q2. Kim bought a blouse for $17.16, a skirt for $38.19, and a purse for $35.14. If she hands the clerk a $100 bill, what is her change? A. $1.53. B. $9.51. C. $10.67. D. $14.15. The answer is B. This problem has two steps. First, you need to add the amount spent. Then you need to subtract that amount from the $100 bill. The total amount spent is $90.49, so, subtracting that from $100, the change is $9.51. Q3. Cassidy answered 38 questions correctly on a test with 45 items. To the nearest percent, what percent did she answer correctly? A. 72%. B. 78%. C. 84%. D. 89%. The answer is C. In order to calculate the percent, you need to divide the total number of items into the number answered correctly. In this case, you would divide 45 into 38 and get 0.8444. To change that to a percent, move the decimal point 2 places to the right and add the percent sign to get 84.44%. Since the question asks for the nearest percent, the answer would be 84%. Q4. Susan's test scores for social studies are 81, 76, 91, 73, and 79. What is her average score? A. 80. B. 87. C. 91. D. 93. The answer is A. To find the average, add up the numbers and divide by the number of numbers. In this problem, the numbers add to 400. Dividing that by 5 gives the correct result of 80 as the average. Q5. A box of chocolates has 45 pieces. If 9 pieces have nuts in them, what percentage are without nuts? A. 20%. B. 45%. C. 79%. D. 80%. The answer is D. This problem needs to be completed in 2 steps. First, you need to determine what percent of chocolates have nuts, then you subtract that from 100% to determine what percent do not have nuts. So, dividing 9 by 45 results in the percent that have nuts, which is 20%. Subtracting that number from 100% gives the correct answer. 80% of the chocolates do not have nuts. Q6. In the Metro Bicycle Club, 6 of 48 members are females. What is the ratio of females to all club members? A. 3/16. B. 1/15. C. 1/4. D. 1/8. The answer is D. To find the ratio of one number to another, create a fraction to show the relationship. In this problem, there are 6 female club members out of a total of 48 members. So the fraction that shows the relationship is 6/48. This fraction needs to be simplified to 1/8, the correct answer. You might see a ratio written as 1 to 8 on the ASVAB test. 1/88 and 1 to 8 mean the same thing. Q7. A teacher has assigned 192 pages of reading. If Vanessa starts reading on Monday and reads 48 pages each day, on what day will she complete the assignment? A. Wednesday. B. Thursday. C. Friday. D. Saturday. The answer is B. If Vanessa has 192 pages of reading and reads 48 pages each day, on Monday she has read 48 pages, on Tuesday she has read 248 or 96 pages, on Wednesday she has read 348 or 144 pages, and on Thursday she has read 448 or 192 pages. Thursday is the correct answer. Another way to do this is to divide 192 by 48 to get 4. If Monday is 1, Tuesday is 2, Wednesday is 3, and Thursday is 4. Again, Thursday is the correct answer. Q8. Samuel is saving coins in a jar so that he can purchase a software program. He has saved 94 nickels, 44 quarters, and 112 dimes. If he reaches into the jar to pick one coin at random, what is the probability that he will pick a dime? A half. B. 2/3. C. 56/125. D. 112/138. The answer is C. Probability equals number of favorable outcomes, number of possible outcomes. In this problem, a favorable outcome would be selecting a dime. There are 112 dimes or favorable outcomes. The number of possible outcomes is the sum of all the coins, or 94 plus 44 plus 112 equals 250. So probability equals 112 250 simplified, this is 56/125. Q9. Rene deposits $4,000 in a savings account that earns 4% simple interest per year. How much interest will she earn after 3 years? A. $112. B. $350. C. $380. D. $480. The answer is D. Simple interest problems use the formula I equals PRT, where I is the amount of interest, P is the principal or the amount saved or invested, R is the rate of interest, and T is the amount of time that the interest is accruing. In this problem, you are asked to find the interest, given that the principal is $4,000, the rate of interest is 4%, and the amount of time is 3 years. Substituting this information into the formula, you get I equals 4,000 0.043 E equals $480 of interest. Q10. Leah flies 5,200 miles in 11 hours. What is the average speed of her airplane? A. 472.73 miles, hour. B. 499.17 miles, hour. C. 512.33 miles, hour. D. 587.43 miles, hour. The answer is A. Q11. The Kent High School Boosters Club has 250 members. In 90 days it hopes to have a membership of 376 by initiating a web-based membership campaign. On average, how many new members does it need to sign up each day to reach that goal? A. 1. B. 1.4. C. 1.5. D. 2.2. The answer is B. The Boosters Club has 250 members and wants to reach 376 members in 90 days. Subtracting 250 from 376, the club needs to attract 126 new members. To do this in 90 days, the club must attract 126 divided by 90 equals an average of 1.4 members each day. Q12. Max has a rectangular garden that is 3 feet by 7 feet. If he needs 2 ounces of fertilizer per square foot for the garden to flourish, How many ounces must he use? A 21 ounces. B 42 ounces. C 44 ounces. D 56 ounces. The answer is B. Here you need to calculate the number of square feet in the garden and then determine how many ounces of fertilizer are needed. The area of a rectangular garden is calculated by multiplying the length times the width. So in this problem, the area is 21 ft squared. If you need 2 ounces of fertilizer for every square foot, then you need to multiply 2 by the number of square feet. 21 times 2 equals 42 ounces. Q13. The local electronics store is holding a 20% off sale on all its products. Marla selects 2 CDs at the original price of $16.99 each. What is the price of the 2 CDs after the 20% discount? A. $15.99. B. $22.50. C. $25.78. D. $27.18. The answer is D. Calculate the cost of the 2 CDs. $16.99 times 2 equals $33.98. Reduce that amount by 20% by multiplying the total cost by 0.20. 0.20 times 33.98 equals $6.80. Subtract $6.80 from the original cost. $33.98 $6.80 equals $27.18. Q14. The Berkeley Department Store is running a special back-to-school sale on shoes in September. A pair of shoes costs $67.50. In October the price increases to $87.75. What percent increase is the price in October? A 15%. B 20%. C 24%. D 30%. The answer is D. Use the following formula: percent of change equals amount of change, starting point. Q15. 2 numbers together add to 300. One number is twice the size of the other. What are the 2 numbers? A. 25, 50. B. 50, 100. C. 75, 150. D. 100, 200. The answer is D. Set this up as an equation. A number plus 2 times that number is 300. X plus 2x equals 300. Solve for x. 3x equals 300. X equals 100. So one number is 100 and the other is twice that, or 200. Q16. Hugo is making a picture frame for a photo of his family. The photo is 8 inches by 10 inches. If the wood for the frame costs 50 cents an inch, how much will the wood for the frame cost? $9. $12. $15. $18. The answer is D. To answer this question, you need to know the perimeter of the frame. For a rectangle, the perimeter is 2 liters plus 2W. If W equals 8 and L equals 10, then the perimeter equals 2 8 to 10 equals 36 inches. At 50 cents per inch, multiply 36 times 50 cents to get the price of the wood. 36 times 50 cents equals $18. 17. The distance across the circular mouth of a volcano running through its center is 75 yards. What is the distance around its mouth? A 145.5 yards. B 215.5 yards. C 235.5 yards. D 315.5 yards. The answer is C. To find the circumference of a circle, use the formula CE equals 2R. In this problem, you are given the diameter. You need to use the radius, which is half D, or 37.5 yards. Substitute the information into the formula. C equals 2 pi, 37.5. C equals 23.14, 37.5 equals 235.5 yards. Note that you can skip a step if you remember the formula C equals pi d. Substitute the information you have. C equals pi, 75, equals 235.5 yards. Q18. Sue spent 1/3 of her life in Kansas. If Sue is 39, how many years did she spend in Kansas? A. 9. B. 12. C. 13. D. 15. The answer is C. In this problem, you need to find 1/3 of 39. Dividing 39 by 3 gives you 13. Q19. Brian shoots hoops with Dave, who is 2 years younger than Brian. If Brian is 17, how old is Dave? A. 15. B. 17. C. 19. D. 21. The answer is A. Create an equation to solve this problem. Dave equals Brian, 2. You are told that Brian is 17. Substitute that information into the formula. Dave equals 17 to 2. Dave equals 15. Q20. Al has 3 times as much money as Bill. Bill has 2 times as much money as Charlie. If Charlie has $5.89, how much money does Al have? A. $11.78. B. $19.79. C. $29.24. D. $35.34. The answer is D. Create equations to solve this problem. Al equals 3 Bill. Bill equals 2 Charlie. Charlie equals $5.89. Solve for Al. Substitute what you know into the formulas. Bill equals to $5.89. Bill equals $11.78. To find Al, substitute what you know about Bill. Al equals $11.78. Al equals $35.34. Q21. The car owned by Marisa gets an average of 16 miles per gallon of gas on the highway. If she recently took a trip of 1,344 miles, how many gallons of gas did she use? A. 34 gallons. B. 57 gallons. C. 78 gallons. D. 84 gallons. The answer is D. In this problem, you need to calculate the number of 16 mile per gallon units there are in 1,344. Do this by dividing 1,344 by 16. 1,344 divided by 16 equals 84 gallons. Q22. A rectangular swimming pool is 6 feet deep, 28 feet long, and 12 feet wide. What is the volume of the pool? A. 1,655 ft cubed. B. 1,799 ft cubed. C. 2,016 ft cubed. D. 2,546 ft cubed. The answer is C. To solve this problem, use the formula V equals U. You have been given the dimensions of L equals 28 feet, W equals 12 feet, and H equals 6 feet. Substitute that information into the formula. V equals 28 12 6, V equals 2016 ft cubed. Q23. Josh wants to put a fence around his rectangular garden. The garden is 6 feet by 15 feet. How much fencing must he purchase? A. 30 feet. B. 35 feet. C. 42 feet. D. 47 feet. The answer is C. You need to calculate the perimeter of the garden. The perimeter is the sum of all the sides, or use the formula P equals 2 liters plus 2W. You are given the dimensions of 6 feet and 15 feet. Substitute that information into the formula. P equals 26 plus 215. P equals 42 feet. Q24. In a recent election, Joe received 32% of the votes, Samantha received 14% of the votes, Sally received 42% of the votes, and Cal received 12% of the votes. If 5,000 votes were cast, how many votes did Samantha receive? A. 300. B. 450. C. 535. D. 700. The answer is D. To calculate 14% of 5,000, multiply 5,000 by 0.14. 5,000 0.14 equals 700 votes. Q25. A circular pool is 3.5 meters deep and has a radius of 9 meters. What is the volume? A. 450.2 cubic meters. B. 575.9 cubic meters. C. 890.2 cubic meters. D. 974.4 cubic meters. The answer is C. To calculate the volume of a cylinder, use the formula V equals R squared H. In this problem, the radius is 9 meters. The height is given as 3.5 meters. Substitute that information into the formula. V equals 3.149 squared 3.5. V equals 3.1481 3.5. V equals 890.19 or 890.2 cubic meters. Q26. The diameter of a planet is 8,000 miles. What is its circumference? A. 19,412 miles. B. 20,889 miles. C. 25,120 miles. D. 28,475 miles. The answer is C. Use the formula C equals 2R or C equals D. You are given a diameter of 8,000 miles. Substitute that into the formula. C equals 8,000. C equals 3.148 thousand. C equals 25,120 miles. Q27. Will has $4,355.19 in his checking account. He writes checks for $1,204.90 and $890.99. How much is left in Will's account? A. $1,189.65. B. $2,259.30. C. $2,867.30. D. $2,989.50. The answer is B. To calculate the answer to this question, add up the amount of the checks and subtract that from the current amount in the checking account. $4,355.19 dash $1,204.90 plus $890.99 equals $2,259.30. Q28. A club collected $585. If 75% of that came from membership dues, how much money came from the dues? A. $413.15. B. $438.75. C. $465.75. D. $525.05. The answer is B. Multiply $585 by 0.75 to get $438.75. Q29. Danny buys a computer originally priced at $750, software programs originally priced at $398.75, a printer originally priced at $149.98, and a case of paper originally priced at $24.99. All items are on sale for 20% off. How much will Danny save because of the sale? A. $124.94. B. $196.74. C. $236.24. D. $264.74. The answer is D. Calculate the total cost of the items and then multiply by 20% to determine how much Danny will save. $750 plus $398.75 plus $149.98 plus $24.99 equals $1,323.72. $1,323.72 times 0.20 equals $264.74 savings from the sale. Q30. A ladder is placed against a building. If the ladder makes a 55 degrees angle with the ground, what is the measure of the angle that the ladder makes with the building? A 35 degrees. B 40 degrees. C 55 degrees. D 90 degrees. The answer is A. In this problem, you know two of the three angles, one measuring 55 degrees and the other measuring 90 degrees. Together those two angles measure 145 degrees. Since a triangle has a total of 180 degrees, the third angle must measure 180 degrees, 145 degrees, 35 degrees. Thank you for watching this video and don't forget to share this video with your friends and subscribe for more practice test.